Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dalise, but you might know me as Stamper Girl. Today I am participating in a hub. This is a hashtag driven hub and you can follow it by clicking the hashtag on the title KS Winter 2023, or you can check on the description below the list of all the hop stops. This is also a giveaway hub, and I will give you more information about it after I show you my project. We definitely have a huge holiday and winter release for cat scrappiness this time around, so stay tuned because we're going to have tons of hubs featuring different products from the release. And this is all leading to our free virtual retreat on December 3rd. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure you sign up because it is free, 100% free. You have the option to buy the bundle retreat that will have everything that you need to create the 6 workshops that will be featured during the day of December 3rd. We have amazing workshops for you. They're not only cards, we're doing photo frames, we're doing holiday ornaments, we're doing table settings. We are doing it all in a hurry because these are all projects for you to do at the last minute. Okay, we all know we have suddenly somebody that needs a gift. So this is it. This is the workshop that is going to help you get back to be on time with everything because you will be able to achieve all these projects in no time. I really hope you join us on December 3rd live for this winter retreat. Now, let's get into this project. I wanted to pick something from the new release. This release is huge. It was so hard to pick just one item. So I ended up picking a stencil, which I'm using the Nordic stencil, sweater stencil, and I am using the Christmas lantern craft die, which is a shaker die, but I'm not using it as a shaker for this card. So let me show you how I put together this card. I am starting with a base card where I scored at 4 1/4 and it's just a regular A2 base card. I did start with a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 of green cardstock, and I did cut my double stitch oval in the middle. And you see here, this is my plan. My plan is to put this in here. But I also want to cut the same oval in the same place for the front of the card. So I am going to position here and I'm going to bring the same oval that I used and I'm just going to tape it together. And I'm going to make sure that I open this card so I don't cut through both of the layers. Been there, done that. So be careful and make sure that you do this. And then I'm going to pass it through my machine. And I am back with my card and I cut out the same position, or at least that's what I thought. It must have moved a little bit because I did not tape the white cardstock. I should have taped the white cardstock too. So you'll see here how I'm struggling a little bit on gluing it perfectly. And then I was like, okay, it's good. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to use the Nordic sweater stencil, which is one of my favorite stencils for this release. So here I am decided that I want to cut this to 4 5 1/4. So I have a white frame around it. And here is where I should have left this for after I did my stenciling. So I'm going to try my stenciling and I am actually going to do embossing dry embossing in my machine, and I am going to then add a little bit of glitter, and you'll see that once I dried out my glitter with my heat gun, everything shrinks a little bit, including when you do your embossing, it always shrinks a little because you're contracting that cardstock. I am bringing my stencil, my cardstock, my embossing rubber, and the rest of my layers here for my plates to put this in my Big Shot. So I am going to put these and let me show you how beautiful of an embossing I get. Here it is. Let me give you a sneak peek of how cool that dry embossing looks. And then I said, oh, I want more. So I decided to grab a little bit of a glitter glue, and I am going to just rub it with my fingers into the openings of the Nordic sweater stencil. I am using my finger instead of using a palette because I want this to be very thin, just mostly on the sides, on the edges of the stencil, and most important, I want it to dry fast. I don't want to wait for it, okay? So this is where I am doing this, and you'll see me dry it up with my heat gun. It turns out gorgeous. I love it. It has a little bit of the green tones and also a little bit of a gold tone. So this is just perfect, and I adore how it looks. So I'm going to put it on the side to dry, and I'm going to keep working with my card. I am coming with the oval that I cut out from that green panel, and I'm going to glue it on the inside of my card. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to put it just like the way I'm showing you right here, and that will stay in the perfect place. Amen. And here I am going to check to see, and you see how my finger just stuck to my glitter glue? That means that my panel is still a little bit wet. So I am going to go and grab my heat gun, and I am going to force it to be dry because I want my panel to be ready now. I'm doing another testing to see if it's dry, and is dry this time. But you see how it curved and it curled? It means that I did shrink a little bit this paper when I dried it out. I also shrunk it when I did the embossing. So I am struggling a little bit with my glue. I need to add some refill to this glue. I love the Burley Art glue, but once it gets to a certain level of the glue, you have to make sure that you do refill it, because if not, it takes forever to come down, and sometimes it clogs. I'm putting my layer on, and I am looking at the opening, and I'm really not looking at the frame, and that is a problem that I will show you how to fix, because one, using my bone folder, my cut scrappiness bone folder now, to make sure that this panel is nicely attached, but I should have made sure that it was properly placed too. But I'll show you how to fix this. So you see how it's a little bit crooked, but the panel is gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a red frame to go with the red bow on that lantern. And I'm going to put it, it's using the inverse scallop stitch craft die by Cat Scrappiness. Love that set. It has a few different sizes, and it's just makes the perfect frame for any card. So I'm going to bring that one, and I'll show you how to fix it. Here's the die cut. It is a perfect A2 size with a little bit of a border. So I'm showing, just making sure that I don't cover much of it. Everything is looking just gorgeous. It's just that it's a little bit off on that panel. I'm cutting it out of, again, a coordinated red cardstock to go with the bow and make everything just pop. Here is this gorgeous frame, and I'm like super happy with the placement. But there's a little bit of the green that I can still see. So what I'm gonna do is you'll see me use my scissors to just shave just a little bit of those parts that are showing through. And then I will glue this frame on top and glue my lantern, and my card will be ready. Just a friendly reminder that this lantern has lots of layers. It's very easy to put together, but I love it. But you need to make sure that you put pretty good amount of glue to keep it in place. I'm only putting glue on the top handle and on the bottom base because everything else for this lantern is going to be open, and you're going to be able to see it through when you open the card, which is why I did the back of the lantern. And I really love that you can open it and you can still see it. I am putting a heavy piece of acrylic on top of it until it dries to make sure that all of my layers are nice and set. It's been drying for about 10 minutes and it should be ready. And here is the card. I love how it ends. Here you can see it. You can put a sentiment, you can put a note, and it is such a cute, adorable touch. For this card, we use the Christmas lantern shaker die, the silver glitter, the Nordic sweater stencil, and I just love how it turned out. It is very festive, and forgot, and the double stitch ovals, and the inversed stitch frame scallop. I love how it turned out, and I hope you join the other stops at this hop. This is, again, a hashtag driven hop, KS Winter 2023. It is a giveaway hop, so make sure that you follow instructions on how to be eligible. To be eligible, you need to sign up for the Cat Scrappiness newsletter and fill out the raffle copter form. Both of those links are in my description below. And remember, the full hop list, it's also in the description. And if not, just click on that hashtag on the title and check out all the videos on the hop for some fun inspiration and enter a chance to win that $15 gift certificate. The winner will be announced at the Cat Scrappiness Crafts channel. And remember, sign up for our free virtual retreat on December 3rd. Don't leave your crafting for tomorrow. Start today.